Good evening. My name is Mendel Klein, and I'm a proud shliach of the Rebbe in Moscow, Russia.
My name is Herr Meyer Oberlander. I'm a proud shliach of the Rebbe in Budapest, Hungary. Jewish life has not always been so good for the Jews of Hungary and other parts of Europe. Allow us to introduce you to a boy named Moshe, who grew up in Austria in the late 1930s.
1938, Germany made the Anschluss with Austria. Hitler came to visit Austria, and we were living very close to a very famous square, Praterstern. His motorcade passed by, and we were downstairs, and I saw him then, and everybody raised their hands. As a little boy, I see everybody raising their hands. I also did. My sister was standing next to me, gave me a slap on my shoulder, which I feel till today. Then my sisters and brothers left for England. I was alone with my parents, and again Hitler came to visit Austria, and again he passed by, and again we were downstairs, but this time I did not raise my hand. Raus, raus, come out. My mother opens the door, and there were two SS standing there, and they tell her, come down to wash the streets. The streets are dirty. Then we looked down from the window, and there were tens and tens of Jewish women downstairs on the sidewalk, scrubbing with little brushes the street. And all the non-Jewish people were standing around, making fun of them and laughing and enjoying this beautiful scene that these women had to do what they were doing.
Realizing the imminent danger, Moshe's parents fled Europe on the last passenger ship to depart Italy before the war for the United States.
Am Yisrael was destroyed. I was living in Williamsburg. The people were finished. There's nothing left. The whole Chachamim, Tzaddikim of the Eastern Europe, no more. What's going to be? I remember it was terrible.
Moshe became a student at the Lubavitch Yeshiva in Brooklyn, where he immersed himself in the study of Torah. The Rebbe showered him and his friends with love and care, providing much comfort and healing.
The Rebbe took us, young boys, American boys, he took us under his wing. We were able to ask anything. We asked, and he gave us answers, and he gave us so much attention. And this is how we understood that the Rebbe is our Tate, he's our father. He understood that these were his children, and we felt that we were his children. We felt that the Rebbe was taking care of us.
Moshe's connection to the Rebbe and his vision became part of his being. He was involved in many Lubavitch projects. He started the very first Gan Yisrael overnight camp with direct guidance from the Rebbe.
I was working in the Merkaz office for about a year, but I wasn't feeling satisfied that I was really doing something. I asked Rabbi Chazikov, give me something really to do, not just to write receipts and to look at this forum and this and that. He said, the Rebbe sent you to work here? Ask him. So I asked him. The Rebbe should give me some suggestions to what to be done. I received an answer from the Rebbe, 3 words. Shehu yitein hatzot. Translated, that he, meaning me, I should give suggestions. From this I understood. The Rebbe asked not what the Rebbe wants that you should do.
In the winter of 1960, Moshe got married to Hanya Yudis, a Holocaust survivor from Hungary. During the war, she was hidden and cared for by a Gentile woman in Budapest. She and her parents, Rabbi Shmeir and Dvorah Steinmetz, emigrated to the United States in 1950. Shortly after the wedding, the Lazars were contacted by the Rebbe's first shluchim to Italy, Rabbi Gershom Mendel and Rabbi Tzvesi Gorelik, inviting the young couple to move on shlichus and further the work of Chabad in Milan, Italy. Unbeknown to them at the time, this was actually at the Rebbe's suggestion.
The Lazars worked diligently under the directorship of Rabbi and Rebbe Gorelik, who are celebrating 60 years of shlichus in Italy this month. They taught Torah classes for both children and adults, made vibrant holiday experiences, and ignited the spark of Yiddishkeit for hundreds of families who live today around the world, including numerous shluchim in this room today. Their dedication to the Rebbe's shlichus is the life they imbued in the children, who likewise embrace the Rebbe's sense of responsibility for every fellow Jew.
We never told any of our children to go on shlichus. We showed the example. My son in Russia, my daughter in Hungary, in all different places where they are doing that which Hitler wanted to destroy. It is the greatest happiness that a person can have. This is the biggest miracle that could be. I feel that the Rebbe brought down a miracle to this world, to take a little American boy, make him a shliach, and to not only him, but to be able to push it further even to the other generations. This is something which is a miracle.
Dear shluchim and friends, we are honored to be here tonight, together with our beloved Zaidi, Rabbi Moshe Lazar.
The strength of the message is in its continuity. Their children and grandchildren are continuing the same way. But I'll be honest with you, it's us the kids, me and my siblings, that keep things fun and exciting. We greet the people when they come through our Chabad house doors. When they meet us, the kids, their hearts suddenly melt.
Every day in Moscow, I help my parents engage Jews with the love of Torah. Following the example, our Zaidi and Bobby taught my parents and us to be devoted to the Rebbe's work.
Hitler sent my Bobby into hiding in Budapest. Today I'm proud to continue the Rebbe's work, touching every Jewish soul in that very same city in Budapest, Hungary.
Welcome to this stage, Rabbi Moshe Lazar.